Good afternoon out there, Guru Nation. I'm your sports guru, Dhgrove. Yes, good afternoon. We have a bunch, two game fives, a pair of game fives actually. Rephrase that for you. The Milwaukee Bucks take on the Boston Celtics in a pivotal game five, and hey, in an elimination game, the Warriors and the Grizzlies. No Ja Morant tonight either. So let's deal with the Bucks and the Celtics first of all. I like the Celtics tonight. I like the Celtics. I think I've been a little hot and cold on the Celtics, but right now I think they're playing good enough basketball to get to that NBA Finals. I like their chances. It seems like a lot of people now are starting to get on that little bandwagon. Of course, the Guru was on there first, but I just think that without Middleton, it's going to be tough for Milwaukee to get to another NBA Finals back to back. So all this talk about Giannis being the best in the world right now, he probably is playing the most impactful basketball. But nevertheless, I think because of the fact that he can't get to back-to-back finals, there really isn't a best in the world right now. You got a lot of people. Some people are really up in arms that Embiid did not win the MVP in the regular season. We all know who follow basketball that it's a regular season award. So for the people who are talking about the postseason and the fact that the Joker got knocked out in the first round, that really doesn't matter, although it should matter in some instance in terms of what the writers and sports people, I guess you have to have a little anticipation, something that we don't expect from sports writers actually, if you want to be honest. But let's move on. As far as the Warriors and the Grizzlies, I like the Grizzlies tonight. I think the Grizzlies can. They have played better without Ja Morant. The only problem with the last game is they couldn't close. They needed him to close. So now they're going to be at home. They'll probably, usually the big players play a little bit better. They got, the Jackson kid took an ill-advised jumper, got it partially blocked, I think by Draymond or somebody. And I think that was really the biggest play of the game. And then he missed a little bunny in the lane, that too. So those were the two biggest plays of the game. Nevertheless, I still think that I liked him tonight. And I think there's going to be a Game 6 in that series. So let's move right along. Let's delve into baseball a little bit. Baseball. We don't really talk a lot of baseball, but Michael Kay was on, and he's a Yankee apologist, and it brought up this whole thing with Aaron Judge. The fact that now he's on a tear. I think he leads the major leagues in home run, and Brian Cashman, the general manager of the Yankees, who in a decade has not been able to get this highest payroll team to the championship in 10 or more years. I think it's like 11 or 12 to be if you want to be exact. Jimmy, old boy, I'll leave that alone. A little side joke there, but nevertheless, So Brian Cashman, I'm just never been a big fan of his. I mean, there were so many other factors that led to him actually being a championship general manager. I mean, a lot of guys who before him did it and probably did it a lot better than he did. And just the fact that the Yankees have been on this drought, man, it's just, to me, it's horrendous, man. And Brian Cashman, he's almost like the Teflon man. A lot of the fans don't like him, but the people in the media, like Michael Kay and a lot of the writers and people who do games, they seem to think he walks on on top of the water, so to speak. And I think it's time. I think the Yankees not going anywhere. I think that they'll continue to do what they're doing. Have good regular season. Good regular seasons, and then falter in the playoffs, because I just don't think he can get it done anymore. I really don't. I don't believe in him. I don't think he's good at what he does. And I know, he can go get another job. So what? Sanitation workers can go get another job. Nobody's, there's no shortage of them, right? So that being said, but what he did that really bothered me, to be honest, which was when he announced what the contract was that Judge was going to get. And just basically to make the fans alienate Judge, because fans today, they're so worried about how much players make. That's like their biggest concern, how much players make. And to me, that's him. That's who cares? I mean, you're the regular Joe. He's the player. He makes millions of dollars. If you could do what he do or does, you'd be making the same amount of money, and you wouldn't care. And if it was your cousin or your uncle or your brother or somebody else, you'd be like, hey man, get paid. So that's a bunch of malarkey. We all know that. And the bottom line is, Aaron Judge should go to free agency and he should rake the Yankees over the coal. He could go to the Mets and make $1 billion. Stevie Cohen, this great new owner for the Mets, man. That would be the cool of all cools. And I'm not a big Stevie Cohen, fan, but the bottom line is that would be great, man. I would love to see him stick it to the New York Yankees. Okay, and let's move right along. And then, last but not least, let's finish up with this, folks. I am so sick of this Kyrie Irving bashing. I mean, it's like they are making him into a martyr. I mean, I don't even like Kyrie, but today they're talking about Kyrie went on Twitch. I don't even know what Twitch is. I mean, for you younger people, somebody in the comments tell me what Twitch is. What is the meaning of Twitch? And so, bottom line, he went on Twitch and he said something. I guess he was trying to be sarcastic or funny and saying that people were really, I guess, trolling him and basically he called them cockroaches. So what? I mean, and then he's Michael Kay is saying he's so miserable because of this and that, I would only give him a 1-year contract. But it doesn't matter. It's just back to the Aaron Judge situation. Michael Kay is always an apologist for somebody. He's an apologist for the Yankees because he wants Aaron Judge to take money. Aaron Judge is not taking less money. Aaron Judge is going to break the bank. He's going to be the highest paid player on the Yankees or somebody else, okay? So, and as far as Kyrie is concerned, he's not taking a 1-year contract. He's either going to stay in or opt in, I guess. I think that's his, his right. Or he's going to go get a 4-year contract for whatever, $40 million each year, 40, 80, 160, 200 million, and, say goodbye to the Brooklyn Nets. And the Brooklyn Nets, then what is Durant going to do? Is Durant going to leave? Because Durant, he don't got a mind of his own. He's too busy crying, because he's, over his mama. Remember that? All right, that was a low blow. We'll take that. But anyway, so the bottom line with Kyrie is we know, and see this Kyrie thing, and let me end it like this. Okay, so what? He didn't want to take the vaccine. So did firemen. So did policemen. So did doctors. Because he's a ball player, he should have been forced because he was a part of a team to take a vaccine, to put a needle in his arm. I don't agree with that. I absolutely don't agree with that. I mean, yes, it hurt the Brooklyn Nets, we know. But also what hurt the Brooklyn Nets is Durant only played in like 30, 50, or 60% of the games over the last 3 seasons. Oh, it also hurt that Harden had enough of everything and wanted to get that you-know-what out of town. It also hurt that the Steve Nash can't coach his way out of a paper bag. All of those factors hurt, and that's why they lost in the first round. All right, Guru Nation. Well, we thank you so much for joining us again, and we'll see you next time. I'm Dhgrove. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And hey, maybe you'll see me after a post-game little wrap-up show after tonight's ball game. All right, take care.